Right.
Make sure you take care of me. You know how we do.
Yes.
If I get a good job and there's an opening,
Go with it.
see, I can sneak you in because it's not that big of a spotlight.
True.
Amen.
Amen.
But when you on the national stage,
Go with
the
it.
world stage,
Say so. right.
you can't just be sneaking Pookie and Ray Ray and them in.
Amen.
You got to make sure everybody is qualified.
Go with it.
And
Amen.
it's the same way spiritually.
Go with it.
I got a lot on me. And I don't know about you, but I thought about this week. And if you look at it, from 2004 to 2012, he looks like an old man now. The pressure, the weight. And I thought about it. I've had the same conversation with God. And I don't know about you. But at some point we have a conversation. To say, God, I know you said that you wouldn't put no more on me
Go ahead.
than what I'm able to bear. But God, how much more? God, how much more can I deal with, God?
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that I'm not prepared for it, but how much, God, can I deal with? You said, God, that I was ready for this. But God, I don't know, God. I just don't know if I can handle all this. I got a lot on me. Have you ever been in that situation where you felt like there's no room for error? There's no margin of error. See, because have you ever timed it just right? And I know we good. I call black people, I call us the best budgeters in the world. See, because I know how to stretch money. I know how to make it so that I can get through the week. I know how when it's on Wednesday and I don't get paid till next Friday. I know how to make it work. Because there's no room for error.
Go ahead.
Because one error and so many people are counting on me.
Yes.
My kids are counting on me.
Go ahead.
My co-workers are counting on me. And if I make one error, so I got a lot on me.
Say it.
I
Say
got a lot on me.
it. Go ahead and tell
I didn't realize so many people were watching me. I didn't realize
Go
that
ahead.
so many people were depending on me. God, I got a lot on me.
Go with it.
And here we have Moses.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get there. And we say, what Moses? And I thought about it. I said, well, I don't understand how Moses, what was different here? And Moses said, here we have, let me give you the background of how this works. Now that I've set you up with the story so that you can see yourself in Moses' shoes. Here's the background. Moses has moved these people. Look at your neighbor and say, one man.
One man.
One man of faith.
One man of faith.
That was Moses. But what was Moses dealing with here in the book of Numbers? He was dealing with a promise
Amen.
that was made not to him. The promise wasn't made to Moses. The promise was made hundreds of thousands of people that he was leading out. A promise that they were going to get to the promised
Go
land.
ahead.
All right.
Man.
Yes. Yes.
What are you trying to say? They had been in slavery for 400 years.
Go ahead.
All of a sudden, they were told that they were going to the promised land. Can you imagine the burden? How much Moses had on him?
Yes, yes. Go with it.
He said, these are the descendants of Abraham. So you got to go all the way back to when the promise was made. One mistake, and the burden of this weight is on you. Look at your neighbor and say, I got a lot on me.
I got a lot on me.
So watch this. Here's where it gets tricky. Because the promise, after 400 years of slavery, they don't look like they want to be free.
Go ahead.
disorganized, when folks don't want to, when they have a mentality that guess what? I was better off before you walked me out.
Amen. Go ahead.
See, I got a lot on me. And I found out
Go with it.
that even with us, we like familiarity. We like situations to stay the same.
Go with it. Tell the truth.
And the reason why I found that out is because I know what I'm dealing with.
Yep.
See, they realized that in slavery, they knew what to expect.
Go ahead. That's true.
What am I trying to tell you? Even though you have a lot on you, sometimes we feel like we're better off here than trying something new.
Go ahead.
Amen.
Here we have a journey for some folks that seem like after 400 years, they would have been running, trying to get out quick as they could.
Go with it.
For a journey that should have at most took a couple months. Because you know when you have kids with you, you have to make unnecessary stops.
Go ahead. Tell it.
Bathroom stops.
Be real. Be real.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't get to a bathroom.
True. Yes.
Yep.
So a trip that should have took a few months at most took 40 years. Look at your neighbor again and say, I got a lot on me.
I got a lot on me. Got a lot on me.
I got a lot.
Got a lot on me.
And it took me a while to understand what happens when you get a lot on you.
Go with it.
Do you realize that when you have a lot on you, pressure builds up?
Say it. Be
And
real.
sooner or later,
Be real.
when pressure builds up,
Lord, thank you.
it's just like when you shake up a soda.
Woo! Tell it.
Sooner or later, when that top comes off, you're going to explode.
Woo! Be
And so
real.
unless we be able to handle
Be real.
what we have on us, sooner or later,
Sooner or later.
it's going to explode.
Yes, it is.
And watch this. I found out something. Whenever you shake up a soda, the soda almost never gets on you.
That's
Yep.
It always hits somebody else.
Go ahead.
What am I trying to tell you? You are never, when you explode, it's never on yourself. It's normally on the people around you.
Amen.
That's true.
And so stuff could be going great in the family because you're maintaining. But now all of a sudden when you explode, you and the wife not talking now. You looking for a new job because you took it to work with you and went off on the boss. So we have to learn how to deal when you have a lot on you. Look at your neighbor and say, I've been there, done that.
been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Amen.
And see, the bad thing about us is we come up with every reason why we shouldn't have to apologize. See, because we don't like to apologize.
That's true.
That was just me. Baby, you know how I am. But you know how you are too.
True.
But see, I have a lot on me.
Amen.
And here Moses was going trying to lead these ungrateful folks. This is where it gets tricky. Because at first, it was going along fine.
Go with it.
The trip was going good.
Yeah.
Couple bathroom stops here and there, and they were going up. They stopped to make sure the kids were doing their schoolwork on the way. Can you read? Yeah, I got to read this too. Keep on moving. Trip was going good. They were getting food, getting a little manna. You know how we're going. But how many of you know sooner or later, if you keep feeding me the same thing, I'm going to get tired of this. Even though I'm getting supplied with what I need, sooner or later, you got to give me something different.
That's right. You done said it. And that's the truth.
So as they were going along, day one, are we good? What we got to eat? Man, for breakfast? Well, What we got for dinner?
Man.
Man, good nature. What we having for dinner?
Man.
What we having for breakfast? What we having for lunch?
Man.
Day 3. What we having for breakfast?
Dinner.
Oh, dinner. You about right. What we having for breakfast?
Dinner.
Right. What we having for dinner? Man. What we having for lunch? Day 4. Oh, what we having for breakfast?
Dinner.
Man.
Now you gotta tell, look. Now you ain't bring no salt, you didn't bring no pepper, you ain't got no sugar, you ain't got no cinnamon. Something gotta change here.
Right.
Cause I can't keep eating the same thing over and over.
Amen. Amen.
That's true.
And see, when you start, watch this. When you have this, the problem gets to starting here. See, because as long as we can go along and everybody is okay, we all right. But when folks start complaining,
Go with it.
that's when the pressure starts building.
Yes.
See, because now I feel like what you're really telling me
Go with
is
it.
that I'm not doing enough for you.
Go with it.
Yeah, that's what you're really telling me,
Yeah,
is
go
that I'm not doing enough for you.
Yes.
So, didn't bring the salt and the pepper. Didn't bring me no cinnamon. So I got to eat the same thing. Day 5. We need to talk. we need to talk. Because you, what you want? I need to talk to you. You supposed to say, about what? You know what? About what?
You be good in it. Can you fix your little something?
She said she's tired. So the problem is, about day 5, we need to talk. I found out something. Only 2 reasons why we need to talk. Yeah. Only 2 reasons. You not happy, or I did something.
Right.
And in this case, I didn't do nothing.
Right.
So that means this is a talk for real. This ain't one of those we need to talk. This is a talk because I'm doing something wrong. So the pressure starts building. Now I'm looking for ways to make you happy. See, I found out something. On the spiritual journey, you don't need to have folks to make you happy.
Go with it.
Go ahead now.
Watch this. See, because as long as you have the joy of King Jesus on the inside of you, you'll be all right.
Go ahead.
But when you allow folks to make you happy,
Go with
the
it.
same way they make you happy,
They gonna make you mad.
Amen.
I found out folks will let you down.
Go with it.
You can be happy one minute and you think you're happy with them, and all of a sudden you do one thing.
Go with it. Tell the
That's
truth.
true.
That's true.
Amen.
So when you get happy, when you allow folks to keep you happy,
That's right.
you got issues on your hand, they're coming.
Yes.
And so here they were, after day 5, day 6 manna. So they start whining, just like it was a thing. They talk among themselves first.
Go with it.
Yep.
Tell
And
it.
then you tell somebody else first. So now, watch this. Watch how the pressure starts building. More and more pressure. Watch how the pressure starts. See, before, if just you were unhappy, and if you had came to me, maybe I could have talked to you to figure out, let you know why we have to eat manna.
That's right.
But watch this, let me tie this to you. But what happens is, you don't come to me.
That's right.
Go ahead
That's right.
now.
Go
You
with
go to somebody else
Go with
who
it.
may not have been unhappy.
Woo!
So now you planted a bug in their ear.
That's
You
right.
planted that seed. Well, maybe I don't like manna.
Go ahead now.
Stop.
And before they were satisfied with it.
Go with it.
So now you done told this person. And so now it was just you.
That's right.
Look at your neighbors and misery loves company.
Misery loves company.
And so now you've told this person.
That's right.
And now, guess what? Me and you tight. But I'm not the tightest with you. So I go over here. Do you like manna?
No.
Because you know we've been having manna a lot. And so now that's another person.
That's right.
And so now they go tell this person. And so I time
Go.
where it was just you.
Yes, tell it.
Now it's everybody.
Everybody.
So the pressure is starting to build. See, I got a lot on me. Moses already had
Yes, Lord, tell it.
that he had a promise to get these people somewhere. Because if you go back, he had already set himself up. Went and told Pharaoh, you're going to let these people go. God has already told you, you got to let them go. So he's already under pressure to get them there.
Right.
So here we go. Now it's starting to trigger. Watch this. This is how it works in our households. That old saying, because, we're just having conversation. And so now, where it was just you that was unhappy, you done told the kids. And out of the mouth of babes,
Oh, Lord.
they gonna tell it.
Yes, Lord.
Because they don't know that you're supposed to keep it a secret.
Right. Amen.
That's right.
So now it gets back to me that you unhappy.
Right.
Pressure.
Go with
Pressure.
it. Go with it.
And so instead of me trying to get the kids in trouble,
Okay.
I keep it to myself.
Right.
And so now the pressure is building. So now, I got a lot on me and it's right here. And if I don't do something quick, I'm going to explode.